Returning after WWE star turns heel, and 4 other things that could happen on Raw. Hello, guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The upcoming episode of WWE Raw is set to emanate live from the Lenovo Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. As of now, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Rhea Ripley, and other stars have advertised to make their presence felt. Besides this, the Triple H-led creative team has announced a few massive WWE star, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson teases future presidential run by Blessin. Matches for the card. It includes an Intercontinental Championship match, with Dominic Mysterio set to defend his gold against Rusev. The USOs are also set to be in action in a Tornado Tag Team match against Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. In this article, we will look at 5 things that could happen on the latest episode of the Red Brands show. Roman Reigns might return to Raw after Jey Uso's potential heel turn. Jimmy and Jey Uso are set to lock horns with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed in a Tornado Tag Team match this coming Monday night. Over the past few weeks, we have seen major hints alluding to the potential heel turn of the Yeet Master. If the USOs suffer a loss on WWE Raw, Jey might finally turn on his real-life brother. If this character switch takes place, then it's likely that Roman Reigns will make his return to weekly programming on the Monday night show to settle the dispute between the USOs. Additionally, if Jey launches an attack on Big Jim after his potential heel turn, the OTC may come to Jimmy's aid. Dominic Mysterio may lose the Intercontinental title to Rusev. Rusev will challenge Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship on the upcoming episode of WWE Raw. Last week, we saw that Finn Balor was unhappy with Dirty Dom after the 28-year-old didn't save JD McDonough from a beatdown at the hands of the Bulgarian Brutso. On this week's episode of the company's flagship show, the Prince may finally betray Dominic, allowing Rusev to capitalize and become the new title holder. The feud between AJ Lee and Becky Lynch is expected to continue on Monday Night Raw. While the Black Widow didn't appear on last week's episode of the Red Brands show, she might show up this Monday and lay out a challenge to The Man. The former WWE Divas champion could challenge Becky to put the Women's Intercontinental title on the line at Crown Jewel. The premium live event will take place in Perth, Australia on October 11th. General Manager Adam Pearce could later make the match official. Also, it's crucial to note that Lee and CM Punk defeated Lynch and Seth Rollins in a mixed tag team match at WrestlePalooza. So, the Women's Intercontinental Champion would surely be looking to seek revenge on the Black Widow. CM Punk may return to help Cody Rhodes against The Vision. The Vision attacked undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes on the latest episode of SmackDown, but Randy Orton eventually evened the odds and rescued his real-life friend. The American Nightmare is set to face World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins for the Men's Crown Jewel Championship in Perth on October 11th. Due to this, Rhodes is expected to appear on this week's Raw. If this happens and the Vision attacks Rhodes again, then CM Punk might show up and help Cody take out the heels. The Second City Saints actions could then lead to Rollins versus Punk following the Crown Jewel Pluston theory might return to WWE Raw and confront Grayson Waller. It's been several weeks since Austin Theory was last seen on WWE television. In his absence, Grayson Waller severed ties with the former U.S. champion and aligned himself with the New Day. This sparks the possibility of Theory making his return as a babyface and setting up a feud with the Australian on Monday Night Raw. If their confrontation takes place ahead of Crown Jewel, presumably this Monday, then the creative team can book a singles match between the former WWE Tag Team Champions. Major announcement on the Wyatt Six, Dominic Mysterio, WWE's Dominic Mysterio, and the Wyatt Six are scheduled for championship matches at AOA's Heroes Immortales event on October 25. WWE superstars Dominic Mysterio, the Wyatt Six, and Natalya are confirmed for championship matches at AOA's Heroes Immortales on October 25th. The event will feature defenses of the AAA Mega, World Tag Team, and Reina de Reinas titles, with the bout set during AOA's latest television taping in Mexico City. The main event will see Dominic Mysterio defend his AAA Mega Championship against Dragon Lee. Mysterio, who also holds the WWE Intercontinental Championship, captured the AAA title at the Worlds Collide event in September after his father, Rey Mysterio, was forced to hand him the belt. Dragon Lee secured the title shot by defeating El Grande Americano and El Hijo del Vikingo in a #1 contenders contest. After the match, Mysterio, who had been on guest commentary, stepped into the ring and confronted him, setting the stage for the clash. Another crossover match we'll see. The Wyatt Six challenge Pagano and Psycho Clown for the AAA World Tag Team Championship. This marks the group's first title pursuit outside WWE. The injured champions issued the open challenge in a promo referencing the attack they suffered at Worlds Collide. The Wyatt Six later accepted in a video package. The Reina de Reinas Championship will also be on the line as Natalya enters a triple threat against reigning champion Flammer and Fabi Apache. Apache earned her spot by defeating Flammer in a recent non-title contest. The booking of Dragon Lee opposite Dominic adds further intrigue. Lee had previously stepped in for an injured Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania 41 against El Grande Americano. Rey, sidelined with a groin injury since before WrestleMania, is expected at the WWE Performance Center next week for the final phase of his recovery. According to Twinsider. The family tension escalated on September 17th, when Rey told the Showboy Show that his relationship with his son is broken. Referring to Dominic as the Scarface of wrestling, he added, "I'll eventually knock him back on his A." Heroes Inmortales is AAA's annual event honoring the promotion's late founder, Antonio Pena. The Rock is one of the most popular WWE stars globally. Dwayne The Rock Johnson has once again sparked speculation of a possible run for the White House. The global megastar, who has built careers in both WWE and Hollywood, left the door open when pressed about politics during a new interview on Variety's awards circuit podcast. His measured response was enough to reignite the Rock for President buzz that has hovered around him for years. The remarks arrive at a crucial moment in Johnson's career. While many still view him as WWE's most electrifying star and one of Hollywood's biggest box office draws, he is now pursuing one of the most demanding roles of his life. His new film, The Smashing Machine, directed by Benny Safdie, casts him as MMA legend Mark Kerr, a performance already turning heads across the industry. The project premiered at the Venice Film Festival to thunderous ovations, an emotional moment that visibly moved Johnson to tears. Critics have called it a career-defining turn, praising his willingness to shed the action hero persona in favor of raw vulnerability. Awards season buzz has quickly followed, marking a potential pivot in how Johnson is perceived as an actor. To become Kerr, Johnson endured a dramatic transformation. He gained 30 pounds, wore extensive prosthetics, and altered his voice to disappear into the role. The story explores Kerr's battles with addiction, depression, and personal demons that contrast sharply with his dominance in the cage. The challenge was not just physical. Johnson has long been associated with charisma and strength, but portraying Kerr required exploring vulnerability, shame, and fragility. That depth has impressed audiences and critics alike, who see this as a new dimension to Johnson's career. The Rock recalls the time when he first met Mark Kerr. Johnson's connection to Kerr runs deep. He first met the fighter in the mid-1990s when he was still working under the name Rocky Maivia in WWE. "You see the guy and he looks incredible. He looks like $1 million, Johnson recalled. But at that time, he was struggling so badly with addiction and depression and shame, all these things. But you never know. You never know what people are going through.